Hey guys. Hey guys, welcome to my show. Thank you ever so much for joining us. You just joined me listening to Stasi. As you all know, Stasi, one of the biggest Sierra Leonean artists out there. I just love her. Thank you, guys. I'm so appreciative. Thank you all for joining me. As you all know, I am vlogging the Housemates. As you all already know, so far it's been one of the most enjoyable things I have done for my community. And I do it very proud and I'm very happy. I'm not getting paid from anybody to do any of these shows. So I do really appreciate those who do take their time to just, come and have a look with what I've got to say. Now, hasn't this weekend just been absolutely amazing? Like, seriously, first of all, I just want to say thank you to everybody who has taken it and made it their business. Thank you so much to everybody who's made it their business to support Housemates and Big Sister. I have to be honest with you guys, because to be really frank, the fact that these shows are out there for people to watch and have another option of who to watch, for me makes all the big difference. So thank you to everybody who has been watching the show. First, my gosh, it's been an eviction. It's been the eviction that I didn't think was gonna happen. Now, guys, let's just go straight before I say anything. I do know that they've got Big Sister, which is live right now. So many people might be watching the Big Sisters live. But for us, the show must go on. Right, guys. Now, Housemates. As you know, we had the eviction. The eviction was yesterday. And in Housemates, we had, for me personally, I don't think it was a surprise eviction. Why? The main reason I don't think it was a surprise eviction, because me, quite frankly, the two people who left, I didn't think were making such a big impact in the house. So I think maybe perhaps them going was not saying it was. No, I felt sad that yeah they've gone, but at the same time I didn't think they were the best candidates anyway. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I didn't think they were one of the best candidates anyway. However, the people who left the house yesterday, Sunday, were, we had Fode, and guys, Fode, yeah, he was a bit of the joker in the house. He was funny. He did have a bit of jokes, but he wasn't like one of the big players in the house for me. And I didn't generally feel like we would be missing much. Sorry, guys. I'm not saying that, Fode, you're not a nice guy, but it's just that I didn't really get to see much of you in the house. And I just felt like maybe the time was up for you to go now. Sorry about that. Bernadette, on the other hand, had a bit more, how can I say, she had a bit more role in the Housemates, and she was getting stuck in and with different characters. But I think it was time for her also to go. I couldn't really see her actually taking the prize home. But there is someone though that I am beginning to notice in the house, someone who I think is really, she's beginning to make me, I don't know what it is, I just like her. And that's Georgina Shan, aka Shan. I just like her. There's something about her that makes me feel warm, and like you can see the struggle in this woman, but she has this kind of fight of life. And maybe I might be wrong, guys, I may not know much about her. And as she's evolving into the character, she's quite loud. I wonder who's very loud. Not me. She's quite loud. She seems quite boisterous. But when you listen to what she's saying, she talks sense. So it's one of those things in life. Sometimes, the loud people, everybody's always got something to say about the loud person. But when you do listen to what the loud person is saying, the content sometimes is worth listening. So there's something about Shan that I'm really beginning to fall for. Also, Yanapoli as well is someone, the reason why I like Yanapoli, she's talented. She is talented. She's done really well in the rapping thing, when the rapping contest. She's also done really, really well when they've got like they have to say a speech and everything like that. She has done very, very well. It's like she's not just a contestant. She's not just somebody who's just in the house to say she is in the big sister in the housemate's house. She's not just a contestant. When I look at her, I don't see her as just a contestant. I see her as somebody who's trying to be win this show from America, trying to win this show, but has so much talent to offer. And that is something that as well we need to discuss when we're talking about these housemates, whether your big sister or your housemates. What do you actually have to offer? Looking at Yanapoli, so those who don't know Yanapoli, that's Yanapoli. Let's be honest, yeah. Looking at Yanapoli, she is a very talented girl. She can rap, she drops a little bit of music. Her articulacy when she speaks, it's refreshing, really refreshing. And then again, some of the kind of caliber of the housemates that we do have in housemates, it's really refreshing, because sometimes in the communities that we live in, being a clever clogs or being an intelligent person or being someone that can be able to present themselves, everybody's always jealous. Everybody's, oh, that one day in says I be old tin. So I find Yanapoli and her talents and her strength, and like at the beginning, the opening of our community, accepting talented people without it being a threat. Now, let's be real. She's got a bit of mouth on her. Of course, she's a bit of a loud mouth. But guess who's got a loud mouth? Me. And yeah, she does have a loud mouth. But when you listen to the stuff that she says, you can clearly see that she is making a lot of sense. And it's just one of those things that we have to start sometimes promoting our people who may not be conventional in the way we expect our contestants to be. She's a different kind of contestant. She has a lot of energy. Again, she's talented. And I think it's something we need to keep our eye on when we're dealing with anything to do with our contestants, whether you're in housemates or in Big Sister. We need to start promoting the housemates who are going to give us that little bit of gist. So I'm really got my eye on Yana. Obviously, if you know Georgina, I've got my eye on Georgina. I like her energy. I like her strength, and I just like the way that she is proud to be loud. She's proud to be boisterous. She's proud of who she is. She's not out here trying to act to be a little shrinking violet, as you have so many women when they come to this type, not even just women and men. People, when they come to this type of shows, everybody pretends to be something that they're not. The girl, she gives it, she says it as it is, and we need to start looking close to this girl, because she has a very good chance to win this show. The way she presents herself and the way she picks her battles, she's clearly someone that wants to win this competition. So I've got my eye on her. Apart from the girls, my bet is on Mrs. Malika. I really like Pieces Malika. One, he's good looking. Two, he's very humble. Three, I have not seen him abuse any girl in that kind of way in the house. And he's and he's almost kind of like played that kind of mediocre role, which I've enjoyed watching, and I quite like his character, and I like way how he's developing. And just a little background on this guy. I had seen him previously on different kind of clips in on social media, and I had no clue anything about him. I just thought maybe sometime, he might be one of these guys that hasn't got much to offer. But watching the way he's sliding himself through the house, watching the way he's dealing with certain things in the house, I think he's a one to watch, definitely a one to watch. And I'm definitely wishing him all the best of luck. And I think he stands a very good chance, not only to win the show, but because of his temperament, they cost boku bad word them. So I think he's somebody that we need to keep our eye on and continue supporting him. Now, another thing I noticed at the eviction of the housemates, guys, guys, Phoebe Swill, Mrs. Marshall, you guys are taking too long in the eviction, guys. I mean, like for real. I mean, I watched yesterday, and you guys within 30 minutes to an hour, you lost like 2,000 viewers, guys. 2,000 viewers. I watched that, and that was one of the main reasons for that was also because you guys were taking long. I mean, I talk a lot, so I'm not one to speak myself. I also talk a bit too much, but I just think for the eviction night, it may be less of the talking because there was a time when we had 5,000 people watching, and then it took about within half an hour, like I said, and that went down to 2.5. So we lost a lot of viewers during that time of the show. So just a little something for housemates. Maybe you guys cannot make the show take so long and drag it on for so long because it does get a bit, too much. But it was fine. We still enjoyed the show. Apart from just that, another thing I wanted to ask you guys, if you're doing that, or maybe we could just give you a bit of advice, is it possible that we could see some of the contestants, their families and friends as well? Um, I think it would make a big difference because one thing they are doing over in the housemates is because obviously we get to see their family, we get to see their mom, their sisters, and all the kind of viewers, the people supporting them. So I think it'd also be really nice if there was an opportunity of us to see some of the family and friends and the supporters. Now, in saying that, I am aware that you guys are complying to the COVID regulations, and you guys obviously do not want to have a bag of people outside the studio for health and safety concerns. I think that might be what might be behind it. I don't know. I'm just assuming. But if that is to do with the COVID and the fact that you don't want to have loads of people there, fair enough. That's understandable. But if we can, maybe closer to the end of the show, it would be nice to see some of them, the supporters and the people back in there. That would still just be nice because it'd be just nice to just get to know the people who are supporting them. Okay. Apart from that, it's been a wonderful show. I'm loving the production. I'm loving the look of everything. I'm loving the tasks that you're giving to the contestants. And I also love the quality of your contestants. The contestants, they've all got a little bit of something about them. It's not like if, oh, I just want to come to a reality TV show and, win so much money. But I'm loving the kind of people you have in there. They've got such a character. They've got a lot to say. They're opinionated. They're intelligent. They're talented, and I really love to see that. And I just like those. As a Sierra Leonean, it's not all the time that we promote such excellence. So it's really nice for me to see that, and I'm really impressed. It makes me feel proud. Again, like I said, I'm really, really happy to see that. Moving forward, guys. Now, we gotta go now to the Big Sister Housemates. As you know, guys, Big Sister also had their eviction night on Sunday. Okay. But Big Sister eviction night was not, we had some very, very unhappy contestants. And we also had some very unhappy families and friends. Now, eviction took place. Now, apart from just the eviction taking place, we had issues, didn't we? During the week, we had issues with street picking, and we had issues with Hectoria. Now, Hectoria, surprisingly to me anyway, has been evicted from the Big Sister house. But Hectoria, let's be frank, because in our last live that we did, even I had said, Hectoria, your behavior was not necessarily right. I think the way she spoke and the things that she said were also very, 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 very malicious, and they were very mean. And I don't think she should have spoken to Street Picking the same way Patricia Jacker. Now, I would have never have thought that Victoria M. Cargo was going to leave. The reason why I didn't think she was going to leave was purely on the basis that I thought Street Picking behaved worse. So now we have the eviction of Hectoria. So Patricia Jacker, she's still with us, okay? Now, if you can just give us Street Picking, if you can give us Hectoria. So Hectoria is now out of the Big Sister house. Guys, Hectoria was the same lady that had the argument with Street Picking where they cost themselves, they cost. It was very bad, very humiliating, but Hectoria is gone. Okay. Now, choker of Shatta. And Shatta, she also was evicted. Now, I can see on the results that Shatta, in fact, though she was evicted, she had more points. But I believe the other lady who didn't, I think Adama, she was saved. Now my question, my concern that I'm having with some of these votes and stuff. Okay, so now we've got the results in front of us there. So what I want to go and do is actually go and just talk you guys through the results, because I just sort of get this kind of I just get this kind of feeling that we need to keep our eye on these results. Okay, now I find it very disturbing. Okay, no, that's a lie. I'm not going to exaggerate it. This is a competition at the end of the day. But from the results and what I can see on the results list, right, we've got Marjo Bano, and she is on 70%. But my concern is Marjo's been on 70% for quite some time. Okay, we've also got Kadiatu Trickett, we've got Yaba Mansare, we got Patricia Jaka, and then we got Maya Masire, and we got Nene Umu. Then we've got Aminata Esconte, Balu. So forget that. We've got 1, 2, 3 who left. But my concern is the fact that Shatta, who has gone, Aissatou Kubali, actually had higher votes than Adama Koroma. But the people who left were Victoria, Juliet, and Aissatou. And I understand this because Adama was saved. Okay, so if Adama was saved, that's fine. Apart from Adama, we also have Juliet. Now, Juliet also was evicted. So on that day, we've had 3 evictions. We've had Juliet, we've had Shatta, and we've also had Hectoria. These were major players in the house. Are your supporters not voting enough, guys? And this is what I want to speak about as well. I mean, Hectoria and Shatta had a massive following. Okay, and sometimes I know people are supporting who they're supporting, but people need to get voted. I could be on social media speaking all day long, but I'm not voting. But I'm hearing, and the votes that I'm making, I'm voting for one person at a time. I'm not voting 50 times ago. So if you really want your people to win, you guys have to get the votes in. Now, looking at the table already, we have a number 1, 2, and 3. We've got Patricia Jaka, who's what we know as street picking, Yaba Mansare, and Kadiatu Trickett. These are the leaders of the board right now. But now I want to just hit on something briefly. Patricia Jaka, I've got nothing against Patricia because she's a lovely lady. I'm sure due to circumstances, maybe that's why she's responded the way that she has responded. But Patricia Jaka, I believe, has been misbehaving in that house for quite some time. It's not just yesterday. There's been a lot of issues since she's been in that house. And though we say this is an empowerment show, my concern is, why are we letting go of the people who have specific talents, or why are we letting go of the people who maybe perhaps need more empowering? I just want to go through some of our comments. We've got one of these comments were comments that were made on the Big Sister page. So we've got one of the viewers there saying, people support only on social media and with their mouth. Yes. Buy Cratcha card or top up and vote for your favorite housemate. That's how the game is played. After each eviction, the housemate has an opportunity to check their voting records to authenticate their eviction. Go out and buy Cratcha card to vote. You they dance, but I know they vote. You they watch, but you know they vote. You they criticize, but you know they vote. That is one comment that is here. Then we've got another comment saying, but now we foop Coco. Then we go, wow, Adama is lucky. She won the task or she would have been out. Then we've got another comment. Interesting. Then we've got the coconut Nat water is the sweetest. If you are on the fence, join the winning team. Majo for the Mula, Team Coco then Bongo, yeah. We left them by explanation. So clearly, Majo is having a lot of votes. What, a lot of votes. But then I need to find out, when we have this winner, what are they winning for? It's just a question, because at this point that where we're at, everybody's votes really count. And I want, as a viewer, just curious as a viewer, I'm just curious as to how are we seeing their talents in order to vote? Are we just voting, or are people just voting because somebody's their person? Somebody that they know. Moving forward, we got Big Sister, we got another one. Big Sister, una not try at all. Una almost give me heart attack yesterday. Team Coco for the Mula. Even me, because I was thinking maybe Majo might be going. Then another one says, it's a game and it can be played anyhow. Exactly. So now it's a game, but we also are saying we're empowering these girls. And it's like I'm just almost a bit confused how I'm supposed to think as the viewer. As much as I want to empower, but equally you're saying it's a game. When it comes empowerment, it's not for profit. I just want to, maybe what Big Sister could do is get the girls in the room, or in the diary room, okay, in the Bondo Bush, and ask them, what would you do with the money when you win? Because right now, as a nation, I think we should maybe be concentrating on trying to get talented people to win these shows. I'm not saying that Majo isn't. I'm not saying that Tiaba isn't. I'm not saying Patricia Jacka isn't neither. But what I am saying is, I would like to see more of what they have to offer if they were to win. I think in Housemates, I'm beginning to see a bit more. I think in Housemates, I am beginning to see more of the characters coming out and showing us the skills that they have to carry on their shoulder, that they're going to win this show. So it would just be nice for us to just get a bit more about the girls and see what they're going to do if they win the money. Um, We've got another one. Nene Umu haters, come and see something. You people are asking why she's still here. You're right. Come and get your answer. She's still there because her supporters are using money to keep her there. Use money to keep your favorites as well. Street speaking, we they go small, small. We they must go top, yeah. So street speaking supporters are really pushing. Well done, fantastic. But also, when street speaking wins, we need to make sure that she's going to also be able to carry that crown as the winner. But then I'm only a viewer. I'm only watching. I'm only saying what I think. I'm not there. I'm not behind the show. So I don't know what's the influence these girls and how they're going to be moving forward. But just looking at some of the issues that we're having in the show already, where people are kicking off over nothing, I'm just saying to myself that we need to start now, as Zainab producers or whatever. We need to start now showing the talents of these girls. Makes them, what gives them the right to win that money? What makes them ambassadors of your organization? We need to start now seeing women who are behaving like they've been in a in an empowerment place for 6 weeks. Okay, because on the other side of the pond, we're seeing a lot of differences in our characters in Housemates, and it would just be nice now to see Patricia Jacka stop cussing people's mums. Okay, and it will be also nice now for us to start seeing the best parts of these girls now. What would make them the ambassadors, and why would do they deserve to win? Now, as I move on to my next comment that I just needed to also make in relation, before I do that, another comment that strikes me, another person that says street picking is upgrading. Next week we go be on the top. It just makes me wonder what's going on with these votes, guys. Like, I mean, what's going on here? I mean, we should all be voting for the best person. We should be voting for the best person. And I think at this stage, it's down to the producers and it's down to those who own who are doing the show to be able to not, not just give us a show, but we also want to have somebody who is going to do well by our community, somebody who's going to really, really appreciate winning, and somebody who's going to really use this to change their lives. So we need to start seeing a bit more characteristics of this winner. We need maybe perhaps you could start doing little different tasks in the house, which is going to allow us, the viewers, to be able to see a bit more of their characters. Now, with the girls that you have still left in the house, I mean, they all have characters. And we would like to see a bit more that is not involving arguing or fighting or conflict or anything like that. We need the personalities to come out. Otherwise, I'm going to start be wondering where we're going after this show. It's not like we don't want the show to just happen and the girls don't get what they want, or Zainab's show doesn't do very well. We want your show to do exceptionally well, and we also want the girls to also thrive in their future lives after the show. But in order for this to happen, we need to start seeing a bit more of their character, and we need to start pushing and a bit more support for them. This kind of shows you have the backing of the international diaspora people, you got the people back home, you got the people in Africa, whether you're from Gambia, Liberia, Senegal, anywhere in Africa, you've got access to watching this show. I want you now to try and give us something a bit more about our people. We want to see a bit more about the characters. We want to see the characters shine. We want to see them do tasks that we can be proud of. I just also want to add Maria Masire. There's a lady that is in the show as well, Maria Masire Kale. And she's coming out for me as a strong contender in this show. She's one of the few people that I've seen that has failed to get involved too much in mix up, box up in the house. She has played a very calm, reserved role, and I'm beginning to warm towards her very much so. I think she has a good displacement. I think she's very calm. I think she's relaxed. But I would like to get to know her a bit more. I understand she's one of the international guests that have come from the United States of America. I understand that she's a very hardworking girl in the United States of America, and she takes some badass pictures. A brilliant model. She has a wonderful physique, strong stature, lovely bone structure. Everything about her is just money making machine. I mean, she needs to be, her talent needs to be shown more in this show. I think and also we all know Majo is a dancer. And again, it's one of these things. These are all very established women. Okay, you got Majo. She's from America. She's already pretty much a celebrity. We already know her. You got we've also got the wonderful Sire, who obviously, as an international person, she is very well established. I understand she's a very hardworking girl. I also understand that she's got a lot of support from the mosques in Sierra Leone. I also understand that she's somebody who has been paying for and looking after the imams during Ramadan and things like that. Again, these are the kind of things that I think maybe perhaps we need to start promoting in our community. I'm not saying that she's supposed to be the winner. Again, Marjo, I'm not saying Marjo is going to be the winner or she deserves to win. What I'm saying that we need to start pushing the talents that they had. I mean, look, China Nikki may have had the girl who had last won. China Nikki may have had many issues, but let's be honest, she was also a talented comedian. She was very funny, and even though she was just China Nikki, but she won based on her talent. And there were other things that she was really, really good at. So I just think maybe at this stage, we need to now start finding things. Maybe something for Sire since she's into the fashion, or something for Majo since she's into the dancing. We've also Patricia Jacka. We've also got Adama. I mean, look how beautiful this girl is. And again, winning does not mean the most beautiful girl has to win, and that's something that we all have to really rest assured. It's not as if the most beautiful girl is going to win this competition. It's not about beauty, but what we also need to realize is that sometimes contestants like these girls, we need to bring the best out of them. So, just for the producers, as these girls have got their own personal talents, let's try to see how we can bring their talents out just so that the best girl can win. Just so that the best girl wins. I'm backing all of the girls. I think they're all wonderful. I think they've all got a lot of talent, and I have to judge everybody on what I am seeing right now. In Big Sister, I couldn't call the winner. I still cannot call the winner. And usually I'm quite good at picking out these kind of things, but I still cannot figure out who's going to win. In Housemates, I'm beginning to get a picture of where and the kind of person that they are looking for. So both, again, for the producers of both Housemates and Big Sister, let's, as the show's coming to the end, we the viewers, we want you guys to zone in to why they are fit for this money. Because saying that you're going to give people all this money, and it's supposed in Housemates, if you're not looking for a specific kind of individual, then that's fine. Big Sister is looking for a specific kind of individual, and we now need these individuals to come to fruition. We want to see them. We want to see the talents that they have, which means or determines that they should get this money. Do you know what I mean? We want to know. So I just want to just leave that as that. I just want to say hi to MJS Sire and Isata Alfreda Olivia Koroma as well for watching. Thank you guys for taking your time for watching. I've also got Rebecca Tashinita Godwin who's also watching. So as you all know, we've had the eviction, guys. The contestants who are left in the house, this really, and I say this every week I make this comment, and people just probably think I'm just saying on the move. The situation is getting dire. The competition is hot. But now, as much as the competition is hot, we need to get the right winners. We can no longer have a show where everyone's just voting because they're paddy. We now also need to have credible individuals who are really going to be ambassadors of Sierra Leone or in Big Sister, whichever country they've come from. I mean, I'm from Sierra Leone, I'm promoting Sierra Leone, and I'm for the Sierra Leonean contestants. But at the same time, I've got nothing against any of the contestants who are not from Sierra Leone. But now in order for us to continue watching these shows, we want to just see good contestants now. No more swearing, no more cursing, just the best of these contestants. And then in the view that it's all going to be very well for them. Right now, I still can't even let you know when Big Sisters will be coming to an end. We're still in the process of, I'm still trying to figure out the date that Big Sister will be coming to an end. Housemates, so we still got another couple of 4 to 5 weeks left with these shows. And it's really, really important that we continue to support these shows. But we also have to also realize we do not want anybody again. I'm not saying China Nikki was not a good winner. But when are we going to start picking people who are credible for the game? I'm not saying Yaba does not deserve it. She's a lovely lady. And Yaba, again, a very promising model. I've worked with her in the past. I think she's a very promising model. But I'm seeing a lot of good contestants leave in Big Sister. And I'm beginning to be concerned that we're going down the road where in this show. We want to empower the right girl. We want to see a young woman come out of this the best, elevated to the best. As for Housemates, guys, keep giving it to us. We are loving the show. We're loving everything that's going on. Some of these couple situations are getting naughty, but I'm hoping this week, because if not, I'm going to have to come out and talk about this week. I'm hoping this week that I'm not going to have to come and start talking about Oni and the rest of them, because I keep seeing that he's still on the matter in Housemates. But we need to, I just want to say hi again to Lancia to Conte. She gave me a kiss. Lancia too, and she said, you're right. We got my sweetheart, Rebecca Godwin. She said, you speak on, sweetheart. True. Of course. We got the wonderful Lice Slice who's now watching us. I don't know who Lice Slice is. highlights, lights. So keep on watching the show, but we're not gonna go watch the show going down the river. We've got to speak up as and when this thing is going down. This eviction did not sit right with me. I was not happy to see that Hectoria were left over street picking. But I'm not saying that street picking is not valuable. Let's get this straight. But now you street picking needs to give to us why she deserves to stay in that house, because some of the other girls, they've showed a bit of their talents, and I'm not seeing much of street picking's talent. And if this competition is just about scratching cards, then that's not going to be cool, if you know what I mean. We want to get the best winners. Yeah. And this also goes out to us viewers who are watching at home. Get voting. Because people like me or anybody who's aboard, who's got no affiliation with any of the guests or any of the contestants, then we would not be choosing anybody because now we calls in. So again, this is to all the people internationally, whether you're Rebecca Godwin, hi Rebecca, whether I know Rebecca's in the UK, that's why I'm calling Rebecca. I can't see anybody else who might be in the UK. We need to get voting, guys, because if we don't get voting, what's going to happen, guys? Yeah. I'm just trying to tuck in my mic. Yeah. If we don't get voting, what's going to happen is we may not get the best girl win here. We need to get the best girl win. I'm not saying the best girl is not Majo right now, and I'm not saying it's not Yaba. But when I'm seeing that Adama had less votes than Shatta, but Shatta still left because Adama was saved, I can't, I don't like that. Because we're saying the votes and people them is giving the votes, but somebody's still coming out, even though they had higher votes. Yeah. So it's us now, who are the viewers. Let's put our foot down. If you're not in Africa, and you're not in Sierra Leone, and you're in the UK, and you're in America, or in America, time to get voting. This is not no more just scratching cards and everyone voting for their people. It's time to now watch the show and start voting for the best person. Okay, guys, the best person. Who let the best man win? No more. We're not gonna have next week happen again, wherein the wrong people have gone. This is to all the people. If you're in America, if you're in the UK, if you're in Scotland, if you're in Mongolia, even if you live in Mongolia, you're just passing in Mongolia, stop off and make a vote, because we need the best girls to win this show. I just want to say thank you to you all. I am aware today we haven't got a very big crowd. I know that the shows are both live, but with me, everything that I do, I try to keep it clean. I try to keep it honest. I always try my best to be impartial the best way that I can. I know sometimes in this kind of situations, everybody gets emotional. I'm trying my best not to be judgmental in anybody or in any situation. If you're watching and you'd like to give me any advice, any update, feel free. You can always contact me. I'm always open for discussion. And just to say to everybody who has taken the time to listen, again, I'm so grateful for you all. But this week has to be a challenging week for us all. Everybody involved. It is time to start voting. Big sister, housemates, the time has come. We need to have a winner that is going to hold that baton and say, Free Town, a winner that's going to be an ambassador, international, a winner that's going to speak in public, a winner that's going to be able to express themselves, a winner that's going to be able to bring job opportunities, a winner that's going to go. We want that winner to go to Dubai or go to America and carve out a future for themselves. That's why we have to pick the right person. When that means everybody must vote. I've got hey, I got Julia Rogers with me. Hey, girlfriend, how are you? Thank you for joining. As you can see, I haven't changed much. I've got Sean May joining me. Thank you ever so much. So, guys, that is pretty much. We've got to get voting. I don't want next week to come and we're seeing the likes of Majo, Yaba, Sire get evicted, because that's the road we're going right now. These girls are going to be evicted because right about now, the voting, we're talking but people them is not voting. Now it's not about voting about your brethren, it's about voting the best girl. Now this weekend I want you all, if you're not from Sierra Leone, even if you're from Jamaica, okay, so before Sunday what we're going to do is we're going to do just a basic, a simple live about how to vote so everyone can get this voting thing sorted out. Okay, I just want to tell you guys I thank you so much for taking your time for listening with me. I'm so grateful. I look forward to seeing you all on Friday where we're going to catch up, and because obviously by Friday we're going to know before Friday, just to let you know, housemates, everyone's up for eviction. Everybody's up for eviction. So, housemates, everyone is up for eviction. Everyone, everybody. There's no mercy. There's no mercy. And that's the thing I really find refreshing again about housemates. I'm seeing some people in there who could really represent us internationally. And that's selling me. That's selling me a lot. I have to be honest. It's selling me. I'm getting to that point where I'm thinking, sounds quite interesting. These guys, they seem like if I was to take them, if you was to give them a big modeling opportunity, some of the contestants that I'm seeing in Housemates, they seem like they could actually represent Sierra Leone on international front. The way they present themselves. I mean, look at Yanapoli. Yanapoli is smacking it. The way that girl speaks. I mean, anybody who thinks I speak well, my God, she speaks articulately. Apart from her, there's so many other contestants in there who are doing fantastic. So we want to get a winner in Big Sister this year that is going to be a representative of the wonderful people of Sierra Leone. Maybe they may not be Sierra Leonean, but we want to at least see that there's change in these people and that they're going to really make use of this opportunity. I love you all. I've got one more message here. I've got Julia I don't know why I was calling Julia Roberts. I got Julia Rogers, girlfriend, you glowing beautiful. Thanks, girl. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you join me, Julia. Hopefully you join us on Friday, okay? I just want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you once more. And I will see you all on Friday. Have a very, very, very good day. Well, good evening, guys. Take care.